Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday morning. We're going to try a few new things today just to try and experiment and see what works and what doesn't. I'm going to not open up a Zoom meeting today, specifically at 10 or 10:30, anything like that. I'm strictly going to rely on you guys to respond to me. If you have to respond through Schoology Messenger or shoot me an email or something along those lines, those are still going to be by far the best ways to get a hold of me. I really, again, want to stress the time frames that we are working with here, guys. I'm going to try to post things as close to 10 o'clock like I did this morning and the last two mornings as I can. I don't want to go any earlier than that because people are getting on and starting to ask me questions. And technically, these first couple hours are things that for me to get more work done for future days and future weeks. So I don't want to be answering a ton of questions right away. So at 10 o'clock, anywhere up until about 3 to 3:30, guys, I will be at school or I'll be definitely by my computer. But we are taking attendance by 3 o'clock. I'm sending that information to the office. So if you haven't done our brain game in your math folder by 3 o'clock, you're going to be marked as absent until I see that it pops up. And in some cases, I don't check Schoology after about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So try to get it done earlier so I can make that note to the office right away. One of the new tools that we are going to try today, guys, is this video discussion. And this is in our science folder. If you look over here, you can see that it is the science folder that I'm in right now. And this will be your Wednesday folder when you get in there. There is a video on the solar system, and you just have to click this button right here to play it. I want to say it's about 10 minutes long, maybe a little bit longer. And then we're going to try a discussion. And it's not a video discussion in the sense that you're going to be posting a video. Maybe there's the opportunity to do that. I guess I haven't discussed or looked at that completely. But it's a discussion about the video. Okay. And so if you look here, it says, hi, guys, respond to this discussion. One thing that you learn from watching this video, and it doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It can just be one minor detail about a planet or something that you already knew, but you just picked that as your topic. And then I want you to try to respond positively to one other person's response from our class. And it doesn't need to be anything special. And again, it goes on. If you click on the video discussion, it gets a little bit more detailed. It just has to be, hey, I like that too, or I agree with you about that planet, something like that, just so we can try to get what we call a discussion thread going. And I want to see how this works because this will lead into future lessons if we can get it to work appropriately. This, remember, will be in your science folder, so make sure you're checking both science and math. Obviously, you should still be checking your other subjects as well. I'm not sure if Fitz is posting things yet or how that's all working on her end, but I will do my best to try and monitor that you guys are for sure getting into my two classes to do that. So that's one new thing today. Like I said, no Zoom today, at least no official Zoom set up by me for the entire class to just jump into. But you can still ask me to set up a Zoom with you specifically, which would simply mean that I would create a Zoom and share it with one person and we could talk for 4 or 5 minutes answering questions. I know there's been a couple people who've said they're still struggling with certain topics in this math topic or in this math curriculum that we're doing right now. Even though this stuff is review, that's great. I want to hear those questions. Sometimes hard for me to answer via email. So sometimes it is easier to talk face to face and see how those things are going. But just shoot me a Schoology message that says, Mr. Mace, I would like to FaceTime or I'd like to Zoom at some point, and we can set up a time and I can shoot you a Zoom link just to you as an individual to see if that works for you. And I'm also going to put this into a Schoology message that I will send out again close to 10 o'clock. If you haven't seen it, it should be again up here by the envelope, and take a look and see if there are any new messages for you up there. That should be another thing that you do right away in the morning. I will say, guys, we've been doing a fantastic job of getting in and doing our work in the time frame allotted. I'm really only having a handful of students or less each day that I'm kind of having to track down or having to mark as absent and then change later. But we are doing a good job of getting in, which I love. Thank you for doing that, and continue to do that. Remember, this week is very much review. There's nothing particularly new or special about this week. We are trying to remember and refresh our mind on how to get through Schoology, how to maneuver through Schoology, how to ask questions, how to submit um, a brain game or an exit ticket. Those are the things we've posted to this point. So just trying to practice, basically. Next week, we will start with hopefully some new lessons and start moving forward with Chapter 8. So if there are things that you are struggling with on the assignments or on the exit tickets or some of the things that we are doing from Chapter 8, guys, please make sure that you are asking questions about those things now, because as we start to move forward next week and actually have video lessons that are going to lead us into new concepts, you're going to want to have that figured out by that time. Okay. One other aspect, the science project. I've had a few people questioning me about what their slides should look like. And again, that's awesome. I've not done a great job of explaining how that's going to change or tweak. So just be aware, guys, that because we are probably not going to be standing up in front of the class and presenting our planet project, you're going to need to probably add more information to your slides. If you answered the questions from the sheet in Schoology here, you're probably going to want to add most, if not all, of the information that you found to your slides. It doesn't necessarily need to be complete sentences yet, but they're fine, or it is fine if it is. We are just trying to make sure that you found enough information on your planet to give you credit for those things. As much as I would love for us all to present, that's going to be something we're going to have to play with. I would love to get to a point where you guys could tape messages like I am right now, and you could show me how to present your planet project, or how you did that at your house, and share your screen and all those kinds of things. So those will be things that we will experiment with as we move forward, guys. We know we're in this for at least a month, and we'll see how that plays out moving forward. But again, I want to thank you guys for what you've done to this point, and I really think that we will continue to grow with this and make these better and better lessons. We are very much in the early stages of it right now. So if you are getting done with things quickly and early, and you're thinking, man, this is too easy, or this is boring, I'm not learning anything, realize that we're just trying to catch everybody up to the same point right now. So the new tool for today, the new couple of things, make sure you go in and do the discussion in your science folder about the video, and make sure that you are completing that brain game inside your math. And remember that there is not going to be a Zoom session for you to log into today, but that you can still message me any questions, or message me to set up an individual Zoom message with you today. Thanks, guys. Have a great Wednesday. And again, I look forward to hearing any questions or from you guys at some point today. Thank you very much.